Hi everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back. So my first video of 2024 is going to be my December empties video. I put up an empties video at the start of every new month and it's just a way for me to document all of the beauty products that I finished up in the previous month. So I'll run you through what those products are, what my thoughts are on them, whether I would repurchase them or not. And in December, I finished off quite a decent number of products. I finished off 17 products. I've got them behind me on my dressing table and there's a mixture of some makeup, a bit of skin, a bit of perfume, a bit of hair care, body care in there. So a good mixture of products. So I will talk you through what these items are. So I have 3 makeup empties. I have a clear eyebrow gel, I've got a face powder, and I've got a foundation. But my next video that I'm going to put up onto my channel is going to be a 2023 makeup empties video. So I think I want to talk about these 3 products in that video. So in that one, I'll talk about all of the makeup products that I finished off in 2023. So I'm going to park these for now, but I will come back to these in the next video. So let's do hair care then. I've only got one hair care empty. It's by Olaplex and it's number 3, repairs and strengthens all hair types. Now this is such a viral product. So many people claim that this completely transforms their hair. So I wanted to try it. Now I know I'm not the ideal candidate for this type of product because this product works better on people who have very damaged hair, they colour their hair a lot, they use a lot of heat on their hair. I don't dye my hair, this is completely my natural colour. I don't often use heat on it. I blow dry it every sort of like 2 or 3 days whenever I wash my hair, and that's kind of it. I'm very low maintenance when it comes to my hair, and because of that my hair is actually really quite healthy, which is pretty good. But I did come across a TikTok from a hairdresser who says that Olaplex number 3 is a good hair mask for anybody regardless of the condition of your hair. So I wanted to try it. I was really quite shocked when it arrived and I saw how small it was. Now yes, I saw online that it did say it's 100 mils, but it wasn't until it turned up that I thought actually that's really quite tiny. Now I use this once a week. I would get my hair damp and I would apply some of this throughout my entire hair, focusing on the lengths and the ends, and then I would leave it for a few hours and then I would wash it off. And to be honest with you, I didn't notice one single bit of difference in my hair. Actually no, I did notice a difference, but for the worse actually. I felt like my hair wasn't as silky. My hair naturally is very silky, it's very smooth, it's very soft, and it felt slightly drier and it didn't look as radiant. So it's interesting that this is a product recommended for people who have damaged hair to repair it, but on my hair it kind of did the opposite. So yeah, not very impressed with this. So actually in hindsight I'm kind of glad it was this small because it didn't take me long to get through it. However, that is a con. If you like this product and if this product works for you and your hair, you're going to get through this pretty quickly, especially if you have hair longer than mine and also if you use it more frequently than say once a week. But yeah, very unimpressed with this product. Like I say, I know I'm not the ideal candidate for it, but regardless it still didn't do a good job on my hair. If anything, it made my hair feel slightly worse. So this is something that I would not buy again. And I think is it K18, the hair care brand. I think that one is meant to be a better alternative to this, but I'll need to see whether that one is recommended for just healthy hair anyway, or whether actually I should look for other sort of leave-in treatments. Bath care items now. I have an empty from Elemis. It's a bath and shower milk in the new fragrance Green Fig. I got this as part of a sort of like set from QVC. I tend to buy my Elemis products from QVC because they do really, really good deals. And this came with it. I'm not usually that bothered about sort of higher end bath products or shower products. In my mind, a shower gel is a shower gel. However, after using this, and I think I did have a skin nourishing one of this recently that I completely used up, my mind has changed. You can actually notice the difference when you spend a bit more money on your bath and shower products. This is a lot thicker in consistency, but not too thick. It feels really nourishing, but it's not heavy. Makes my skin feel really soft afterwards. It lathers up great. A little goes a long way, and I think that's been my kind of hesitance to buy sort of higher end bath and shower gels or bath products, because you're going to get through it fairly quickly and you're spending a lot of money on it. But I didn't get through this that quickly at all. This took me a good sort of like 2 to 3 months to completely sort of use up, and yes, I do just want to say I do shower and bath on a very frequent basis. But this is really beautiful. I would highly recommend Elemis. Elemis products as a whole, really. I really do love the brand, but the shower milks are beautiful. Yeah, some of the scent is still there. Green Fig, it's a really difficult fragrance to explain. It is a little bit fruity, but it's not like overpowering or really citrusy like, say, orange or lemon would be, or really sickly like strawberry perhaps. It's a really wearable, lightweight, fruity scent. It's not as overpowering as, say, some of the other scents that Elemis do, like Frangipani. I personally love that scent, but I know some people find that a bit overpowering. So if you want something like lightweight, fruity, delicate, slightly fragrant, but nothing overpowering, then this would be a good option to go for. I really did enjoy using this. I don't think I would rush out and buy one of these individually, but if I was to buy some of the sets again from QVC and they contain these, then it would be a nice experience to have these again in my shower. I finished up a couple of hand creams. This is a regular. This is the Garnier Hand Repair Intensive Restoring Hand Cream. I've spoken about this one quite a lot, so I won't sort of dwell on it too long, but it's a really brilliant budget hand cream. It's Garnier, so it's a very cheap, very affordable brand, but it is an excellent hand cream. Deeply nourishes your skin, but it doesn't leave your fingers like really greasy afterwards, so if you use like your phone, you're going to get like smear marks on it. It sinks in really lovely, but a decent enough time to give your hands, give your nails a little bit of a massage. I've used countless numbers of these hand creams now that I think they are excellent. And then I found this one, I think in my work bag. This is from Spa Luxatique. I cut this open like I did with my Garnier one as well. I got this one, oh, they're falling on the floor. I got this one as part of a Christmas present last year, 2022, or maybe even 2021. There was about 6 of these, and these are really handy little sizes. They are, I think, no, 30 mil, so great little size to put in your handbag or to leave by your bedside cabinet or by your desk. I didn't like the lid. It's one of these types of lids. I'm not keen on those. I prefer like a clip open lid, like the Garnier one, like that, you know what I mean? This one is okay. It's not that hydrating and it leaves a little bit of a weird sort of texture on my hands afterwards, so I wouldn't recommend these, and I'm glad that this is the last one that I've now used up. I don't have any more of these left in my collection. I would stick instead to a Garnier hand cream if you're after a cheap hand cream that does a brilliant job. I finished off 5 perfumes in December. The first one is by, not sure how you pronounce this, Nukes. I don't know, I probably butchered that. This is the Prodigo Le Parfum. This I bought as a recommendation from my friend. My friend wears this perfume and she absolutely loves it, so I wanted to give it a go, and it smells really beautiful. It's great as like a year-round fragrance, but I think in particular in the summer, in like hot weather, I think this perfume would be a great perfume to wear. It really adds to that like summer holiday vibe. The notes that it contains are orange blossom, magnolia and vanilla. I love those scents, especially vanilla. I do quite love vanilla in perfume. So this smells beautiful, love the scent of it. However, once I've sprayed it on and I've gotten dressed, I don't smell it on myself throughout the day, and I haven't been complimented on this perfume, so I'm assuming that nobody else has smelt it on me as well. But my friend has the opposite experience. She can smell this on herself throughout the rest of the day. Other people can smell it on her as well, so I think this is just an individual thing. Perfumes react differently on other people. One perfume can smell really quite different on one person compared to how it smells on another person. So it might just be that on me, I can't smell this one, but like I say, on my friend, she manages to smell it on herself throughout the day. So for me, I wouldn't repurchase this one because I do like to catch whiffs of perfume on myself throughout the day, but it does smell beautiful, so I would recommend this one, especially if you do like those scents, like I say, orange blossom, magnolia, vanilla, and this isn't as expensive as some of your higher brands, say like Chanel, Dior, Giorgio Armani for example. So a really beautiful smelling perfume, but I'm just disappointed that I couldn't continue to smell it throughout the day. I then finished up 4 of these Mason Margiela replica fragrances. I've heard so many great things about these fragrances that I bought a set of 10 from Cult Beauty, and I've been working my way through them, and after finishing up that previous perfume I decided to try a few from that set. However, I have very differing opinions of these perfumes. Right, let's start with the first one that I finished up, which was Autumn Vibes. It made sense to use a perfume described as Autumn Vibes when we were in autumn. So the top notes are pink pepper, cardamom, middle notes are carrot seeds, that's interesting, nutmeg, olibanum, not sure how you pronounce that. Base notes are cedarwood heart essence, moss accord and fir balsam absolute, and it's described as being woody and spicy and earthy and addictive. But because I was using 4 of these this month, I didn't want to forget what I thought about them, so on my empties list on my phone, I added a little comment next to each perfume. And the comment that I put next to this perfume is that it smells of cigarettes. This is a horrible perfume. And I did complete the entire bottle because I thought, well, you know, maybe I might get a little bit used to it. No, this was horrible. It just smelt of cigarettes, and I don't want to be smelling of cigarettes. No offense to people who smoke. I mean, when I walk past somebody who's smoking a cigarette, I'll be honest, I quite like that smell, but it's the smell of smoke of cigarettes on your body, on your clothes, in your hair, and this just smelt of that, and it was horrible. I really didn't enjoy this perfume at all, and I quite like autumny scented perfumes. I don't know if you can hear that rain. We've got a load of rain and wind at the moment. The weather is absolutely awful. But anyway, I like that kind of vibe. I like earthy, woody, musky types of perfumes, but this one I really, really hated. I thought it was absolutely foul, wouldn't recommend it. Don't know how this actually managed to pass checks. I don't know how people smelt this and thought, yeah, that smells good. No offence if you like it, but it's just not for me. Oh, also, just want to say, with the previous perfume, I said that I couldn't smell that on myself throughout the day. Unfortunately, I could smell this one on myself throughout the day, so I kept getting whiff of, like, cigarettes on me throughout the day. Really did not like. So the next one I wanted to try, keeping in sort of with the whole autumnal theme, was By the Fireplace. And this has notes, top notes of pink pepper, orange flower and clove oil, middle notes of chestnut accord, Gaiac wood oil, cade oil, and base notes of vanilla accord, Peru balsam, resinoid and cashmere. And it's described as being woody, ambery, I love amber in perfume, and also as being warm and cozy. This one I also didn't like. It was slightly better than the previous one, but the note I had on my phone was that it smelled of bonfires. You know, when in the UK, if you celebrate like Guy Fawkes night and you go to a bonfire and you're stood around it, and then you come home and you're like, oh, I smell of a bonfire. Or if you go to the beach, or if you go somewhere where there's a fire and you're sat around a fire for a good few hours, you have that smell on you. This is what this one smelled like. Like I say, slightly better than the previous one. I can tolerate the smell of bonfires a lot more than the smell of cigarettes, but I still didn't like it. And this was another one that I could keep smelling on myself throughout the day. So quite disappointing that I found a perfume that I can smell on myself throughout the day, but it just smells horrible. So another one that I definitely wouldn't repurchase and I wouldn't recommend. Next one was Jazz Club, because I thought that this one could also be quite kind of like earthy and woody, and again fitting in with the whole it being autumn. So top notes were pink pepper, Prima Fiore, lemon oil, neroli. Middle notes were rum absolute, clary sage and java vetiver. Base notes styrax, tobacco leaf and vanilla bean, and it's described as being ambery, woody and also warm and cozy. This one was better than the previous two, still not as nice as I wanted it to be, especially because I like vanilla and I like amber woody types of scents. The note that I've got on this one is that it's not smoky, so it doesn't smell of smoke, be it cigarettes or bonfires, but it still wasn't that great. It's quite a sort of unisex scent, I would say. I think men could get away with wearing this one and it not smelling like a hugely like feminine scent. It's not too bad smelling it like this, but on myself I still didn't really like it. So maybe it's mixing in with something that I naturally have on my body, because perfumes do that. That's translating into not a very nice smell, but better than the other two, but still not one that I would recommend or buy. But one that I did like is called When the Rain Stops, and the top notes are bergamot, vegetal accord, pink pepper. They like to put pink pepper in these perfumes. Middle notes, aquatic accord, Esparta rose petal essence, and jasmine. Base notes are pine needle, patchouli, and moss accord, and it's described as being woody, aquatic, clean, and fresh. And I would agree that it smells clean and fresh. I think the rose and the jasmine and the patchouli just adds to the cleanness and the freshness of this scent. It's got quite a sort of floral scent to it, but without being really heady or really overpowering. I did really quite like this one actually. I think this one would be quite nice for spring. Much nicer than the previous three perfumes, which is surprising because I prefer the vibe, the description of the previous three perfumes, because I like things that have like amber and vanilla in there that are woody and earthy. I don't tend to go for like clean and very fresh floral perfumes. I like my perfumes to be a little bit earthier, a little bit like more musky, but this one is by far the best one that I've tried. I think out of the set overall, I can't remember the previous ones that I've used up in other Empties videos, but this one is really quite lovely. I would recommend this one, and depending on the price, I would be interested in purchasing this one. Okay, I've got 5 skincare empties to go through. The first one is another one that's been quite a regular in my empties. It's an SPF. It's the Garnier Ombre Solaire SPF 50. This is the dupe for the La Roche-Posay and Thelius one. Shake the bottle, and then what I like about this is that there's a nozzle, so I squeeze it along 2 or 3 of my fingers, and I know that I've got a decent amount, the recommended amount for my face and my neck. Consistency is really good. It's quite lightweight. I don't get any sort of like white cast. I do get irritation around my eyes though, so I can't use this one around my eyes. Really affordable SPF. I like the results of this one. I've purchased this one quite a few times in the past, and I would continue to buy this one again in the future. It's a really good, affordable, trustworthy SPF if I haven't got any of my K-Beauty SPFs in my collection, because I do love my K-Beauty ones. I've got 3 LMS products. I'm not going to open this one because I've emptied my Vive highlighter into here. This is the LMS Pro Collagen Rose Cleansing Balm, and the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm is like a holy grail skincare item of mine. I've used so many tubs of these over the year. I've used smaller ones, I've used the supersized ones. It's just an excellent cleansing balm. It does a brilliant job of removing all of my makeup. I can use it over my eyes as well. The rose scent is not a very overpowering sickly rose scent, because I know some people don't like rose because of that. I personally love rose. It's one of my favourite scents, and this is a really pure, gentle version of rose. It doesn't smell synthetic at all. And I get a bit of redness on my cheeks, and I've had quite a few breakouts recently, and the rose range from Elemis is really good at calming my skin, bringing down the redness, just sort of like soothing my skin overall. I usually go for the original cleansing balm, but I would definitely buy the rose one again. I think this is the second rose one that I have tried, so would continue to try the rose one again in the future. I think they do a neroli one. I think they do a fragrance free one as well if you're sensitive to fragrance, but just an excellent cleansing balm. It does what it says it's going to do, and the scent is such an experience as well. This is a really lovely product to use to have a nice experience when you're doing your skincare. So for some people, doing your skincare is a bit of a rush, get it done, get your skincare on, but for this, just take an extra minute or 2 to really just enjoy the scent, massage it into your face, and make sure that it's completely removed all your makeup. So brilliant product, love this, would highly recommend, continue to repurchase. Another rose product was the Pro Collagen Rose Micro Serum. What I liked about this is that this kind of gradually went down and down and down, so you could see how much you have left, and I didn't waste any as well. So this was a product that I managed to use all of it, because sometimes with some packaging you try your hardest to scrape it all out, but there's some that's left over, but with this was completely finished. And I got this in a set from QVC. I don't know if I got it with the green fig shower gel or not. I bought a couple of sets from QVC last year, so can't quite recall what was in what. This is a really lovely serum. 2 to 3 pumps was enough for my face and my neck, and I tended to use this of an evening, and this was really lovely to soothe my skin like the cleansing balm did, but add a little bit of glow, of plumpness back into my skin. I really did enjoy using this product. However, this is very expensive on its own, and I don't think I enjoyed it enough to want to spend full price on this product. Would gladly use it again as part of a set, like I say, from QVC or somewhere similar, but a beautiful, beautiful product. Now with serums, it is recommended that you spend a little bit more in comparison to, say, like your what's it called, cleanser or your moisturiser. So if you did want to spend a little bit more, if you're capable of doing so, then this is one that I would highly recommend. But beautiful, beautiful product. I do really love Elemis skincare. It just works for me. Another product from Elemis is the Pro Collagen Advanced Eye Treatment Hydrating Eye Serum. This is another product that I was able to completely use up as well. This unscrews and I was able to tap out all the remaining product in here. Really hydrating eye serum. However, this is a liquid runny eye serum, so you do have to be careful when you pump it out. There were times where I pumped some out and it just like shot across the room and I did waste it, so just be careful of that. And I think for that reason, and also just for massaging it in around the eye, I think I just prefer the texture and the consistency of an eye cream. I think it's a lot easier to work with. I can spend more time massaging it in, whereas something like a serum, it sinks in a little bit quicker. So it's just personal preference. If you like to put on an eye cream and get it completely on, sunk in straight away, or near enough straight away, then an eye serum like this is probably your best bet. But I like to spend a little bit of time just to give a little bit of a massage around my eye area. So I liked this. I thought it was really good. It was really lovely to work with, and I would use it again in the future. This is like my second bottle of this that I've tried, so I do like it, but I think personal preference, I just prefer a cream. And then last product was from Bioderma. This is the micellar water. It's in a small bottle because I've not tried this before and I wanted to see whether I liked it or not. I do. It's very lovely. It's very gentle, really effective at removing eye makeup, and I bought this because I have the Yves Saint Laurent Lash Clash mascara, and it's fine now. I've got it on now, and it's a lot easier to work with now. But at the beginning, it was a right nightmare to remove. It was really stubborn, and I felt like I was being not rough with my eyes, because I wasn't being rough, but I felt like I was having to work a bit harder to remove it. So I thought, let's buy a micellar water and let's use this as like a first step before going in with a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm, and it really did help. And this is just great as well for removing all of your face makeup before you go in, before washing your face as well, and just a great product for a really gentle but thorough cleanse. So I would rebuy this one and I would recommend it. I do have the small Garnier one to compare it, because the Bioderma is a little bit more expensive than the Garnier one, so I will try the Garnier one and see which one I prefer. So those were my empties for December. Like I say, I'm going to do a 2023 makeup empties as my next video, so I'll talk through all of the makeup empties that I finished off. But if you've tried any of the products that I have mentioned in today's video, please do let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your numbers are as well. How many products do you finish off on a month by month basis? But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon for my next one. Bye.